Cultural revitalization in Indigenous communities is an important movement that seeks to restore traditional knowledge, values, beliefs, and customs to Indigenous populations around the world. This process of reclaiming traditional culture has been ongoing for many generations and is a key part of many Indigenous communities' efforts to remain connected to their ancestral roots and to ensure the continuation of their culture and traditions. The concept of cultural revitalization is rooted in the idea that Indigenous cultures, societies, and values can be strengthened and renewed through the active engagement of community members in activities that restore traditional knowledge and practices. This can include language revitalization, community-based education, artistic expression, cultural ceremonies and rituals, and other activities that help to foster a sense of cultural identity and pride. Language revitalization is a key component of cultural revitalization in Indigenous communities. Language is often the most powerful way to communicate the history, beliefs, and values of a people. And for many Indigenous communities, the loss of traditional language can be devastating. By actively engaging with their ancestral language, members of Indigenous communities are able to reclaim their cultural heritage and identity. Community-based education is another important component of cultural revitalization. This is often done through the establishment of cultural centers or programs where members of the community can come together to learn about their cultural heritage and history. These programs can include classes in traditional arts and crafts, storytelling, language instruction, and other activities that help to foster a sense of cultural identity and pride. Cultural ceremonies and rituals are also an important part of cultural revitalization. These can include traditional dances, songs, and other forms of expression that help to connect Indigenous communities to their ancestral roots. The ceremonies and rituals can also help to build a sense of community and strengthen the bonds of family and community. Finally, artistic expression is another important component of cultural revitalization. This can include painting, sculpture, music, and other forms of creative expression that help to celebrate the culture and heritage of an Indigenous community. Art can be a powerful way to share stories, values, and beliefs, and is an important part of maintaining and strengthening Indigenous cultures. Cultural revitalization is a vital process that is taking place in Indigenous communities around the world. Through the active engagement of community members in activities that restore traditional knowledge and practices, Indigenous communities are able to reclaim their cultural heritage and identity. With the help of cultural revitalization, Indigenous communities are able to maintain their cultural integrity and strengthen their connection to the past.